tasks and salutes and whatever you have there. One more person is here. Good. So between the rounds or at the end of the session, I will ask you to give some kind of feedback. So get ready to give that. It can be some visual thing, can be the reaction. Sometimes I will ask you to write something in the chat box. So my name is Olga. We are here today to practice speaking English. It means that whatever we do, focus on speaking English. Other languages are forgotten. Get them back an hour later. Silence is not something that we need here. Yep. So focus on speaking. I provide you with tasks. They're optional. If you don't like the task or something is wrong or your partner is super interesting, feel free to have a conversation about anything else. That's a good habit to start with a small talk, just to get to know the person, where, how, maybe something about the job, something, and then move on to the task. Do not have this sense of urgency that, oh, we must do the task. Let's focus on the task. That's what we're here to do. Not. You are here to speak English and have fun. That's all. For the most part of the session, you will be in the breakout room. Your partners will be changing. So I will be transferring you from one breakout room to another. So at some point, you will just jump here and there. Be ready for that. And I will visit these breakout rooms, muted with no video. If you need to ask me or something, press the button or just say, Olga, please, we need whatever. If you are happy and everything is okay, continue your conversation. Do not interrupt your communication. I'm there just to see that you're not stuck, everything is fine, and I will jump to the next room and see how your colleagues are doing. Any problems, any questions? Thumbs up if everything is clear. Good, 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 fantastic. So are we ready for the first task? Are we?
Absolutely.
Do we have only men today? Yes. Okay. So if you find it appropriate, I would ask you to rename yourself and include there your name, the version that you would like all the other participants to use. Last name is optional, really. The country where you are based, and probably your job or profession or something kind of work related, if you feel like that, just for the ease of communication. If you can turn on the camera, please do. It will help your conversations greatly. If you cannot, but it happens. Sometimes people don't have a web camera or they do not feel pretty enough today. Yeah, situations can be different. Good. So I will put our first task into the chat. So you have a nice set of questions. Feel free to start from any of them. All of them are nice. Whatever I put into the chat in the main session remains there and you will see it. If you communicate to each other inside of the breakout room, it will not stay in the general chat. So just do not leave anything super important there. And we are ready to jump into our breakout rooms. Ready, steady, go.
Oh, hello there.
Hello, my dear friend. Okay, how's your day?
My day is actually quite good. There
No.
wasn't any school today because of some reason, because our teacher got busy. They went to the state center, and I'm gonna just skip school today. Well, I already skipped school. How about you?
So I didn't skip any school because I'm too old for this for this, and I want to use here the bad word, but I don't. But but I wouldn't, because we are on the air. I mean that's a live stream on YouTube. So everything is great on my side today. It was a little bit tough day because I worked hard, and I hate these type of days when I work for some very important task, and I understand what should I do according to my experience and expertise, and how I can fix maybe some bugs or implement some features in my code base. But then I understand that, okay, not understand, I see like undercovered problem which I cannot explain to myself. For example, you can, like, sometimes you try to solve the precise task. For example, I don't know, you try to write the Telegram bot, and for you, according to expectations and your expertise, that's just a piece of cake, and you know how to do that, how to implement that, and that's not a problem for you. But then you try to integrate your Telegram bot with a database, for example, with Postgres, and that wouldn't be a problem for you. You are still on the track with your experience and expertise, and you do the same things like you did before, like you do always, and you got such an error which you never met before, and that error can be because of, I don't know, version of your library which you use for integration and communication with Postgres. And I hate these type of errors in my practice because it's annoying. That makes no okay. I'm not sure that it grows me as an expert, and I need to waste my time to move forward. And sometimes I spend much more time to fix this type of problems than original solution of my primary task. So, and today I'm a little bit okay, I cannot say that I'm a little bit angry, but I'm a little bit stressed because I had this quality of this day, and I'm so happy to be here with you and have a conversation in English and not about my job. But I've already started my conversation about my job. So anyway, I remember that we need to discuss our cooperation with you, and I think that I will come back soon with it. Today, in a couple of hours, I will go to the performance. Do you know the band DDT?
DDT? I don't think I did.
Что такое осень? Это... Нет? No? You never heard this type of song?
Never.
Okay. It's a Russian rock classic band, and they are superstars. And today they come to Belgrade, and I feel passion to meet them in a couple of hours. So anyway, my proposal is try to follow up with Olga's task, and I found that it's a very interesting task. And here the set of questions about aliens. So in the first question, do you think there are aliens somewhere in space? What do you think about it?
Well, I heard that we, human race, are made of the most common elements in the universe: oxygen, nitrogen, carbon, hydrogen. They are all over the place. They are easy to form some molecules, some organic stuff. So there are like 100 billion planets in the Milky Way. There are hundreds of thousands or even billions. Billions galaxies in the universe. So I think, yeah.
Interesting, interesting, and I can I've never asked you about that. Is it interesting topic for you? I mean, in your general life, do you like space topics, alien
Yeah,
topics?
I do. Because
Okay.
of the some people that are really passionate about it and talk about it like it's a huge deal, and it really is if you think about it.
Yeah, I feel passion too, and I even have a tattoo on my chest with astronaut and the moon and a lot of other things from the space. And in my pastime, I thought about becoming an astronaut, and I remember when I prepared my documents to send it to the center of Yuri Gagarin in the city of Korolov. So that was interesting part of my life. So, and I can recommend you, if you're interested in this topic, you can find the course on Coursera. The name of that course, if I'm not mistaken, is a searching of extraterrestrial life. And there are a lot of interesting information how life become to our universe, different theories about that, and different aspects of, let me say, limits ranges where life can exist. I mean, temperature, pressure, light or darkness, etc., etc. And that's very interesting. And we're talking about aliens and the extraterrestrial life. I want to believe that it's possible to meet aliens somewhere, but it's complicated according to, I think, according to the many factors which should match in one place to make it real. Because you need to have a very good temperature condition, pressure condition, radiation condition, etc., etc., etc. And if we're talking, if we talking even about our solar system, you can see that we have only one planet which is habitant, and we even couldn't find the life on the Mars or on the moon. So
But
this
we,
is
the human race already found well, not the life, but the fossils or something like that of the life on the Mars.
send me that information, please. I want to believe it. I want to check it, and that would be
Yeah, but
very
I
interesting.
remember about the lakes and the lakes, the rivers, but I'm not that sure about the life.
Okay, okay.
Uh,
I think that of course we can find a lot of carbon dioxide or even oxygen or even water all around the universe. Okay, maybe not on every planet, but we can find a lot of them. But that's I think that the water, oxygen, or dioxide of carbon dioxide, it's just okay, not just, but it's a mandatory things which we need to provide to create the life in on our planet. So, oh, thank you very much. Okay, water. Oh, yeah, water on Mars. And I know that if you're talking about satellite of Jupiter, I've heard that on under Io or under Europe, this is the names of satellites
yeah,
of
yeah, I know.
Jupiter. I've heard about underground lake, big underground lake with the water. So that was interesting. So second question: what do you think aliens look like? Okay, what do you think about it?
I just duplicated it and never mind. What do you think aliens look like? Well, there are a couple of theories I think are really good. The first one is that we always draw the aliens to look like humans, two legs, two arms, a skull, ribs, and etc. But it could be that the aliens are not that similar to people, and it could be like some crazy plans with their own minds or something like that, or even like I forgot the name of it, but there could be some aliens that look like nothing we saw on the Earth, nothing we can experience, nothing we can see, nothing we can imagine. There are just some other
Yeah,
level of fantasy.
I understand you very good, and I think that the biggest problem to imagine how they can look like that we have only our human patterns of how alive, how creatures can be look like. So, and that's why we think about testicles, we think about hands, feet, and other other things which do we have in across our body. Okay, why do but I totally agree with you. I have nothing to add here. I think the same, like maybe more hands or more feet, something like that, and maybe according to the conditions of habitant, they can have some maybe extra natural armor against radiation, or maybe extra natural tanks with oxygen or other gas or liquid, what can be more important for aliens. Okay, why do aliens in movies and comics have a human shape and the eyes? Okay, that's such a strange question, but let's try
Yeah,
to
but
go
we
through
already
it.
answered it, I
Yeah.
think, because people are able to imagine only the things they saw look like. For example,
Okay.
we see humans all over the place. We think they have high-end brains, they have minds, they have intelligence, and so we draw aliens with intelligence as human.
Very good, very good. I'm agree,
And
totally agree with you. And here, that's I think that the first generation of aliens, maybe I'm mistaken, maybe not. The first generation, how they look like, was in comics, and because of comics, we have these patterns that they have big ellipses, head, and very long and thin hands, and palm with only 3 fingers. Okay, do you think aliens?
yeah, by the
Yeah,
way,
yeah,
Steph, I
yeah,
have some thoughts to
yeah.
add.
Please.
So there's a game I play all the time now. So it's called No Man's Sky. It's a game about the huge universe. It's about traveling. It's about trading. It's about meeting aliens and all of that. So there are 4 races of aliens. There are Gex, there are Korvax, there are I'm not sure about the third one, and there are anomalies. So
That
they
sounds
all look like humans.
okay. That sounds like
Well,
the name
kinda.
of races from StarCraft. Have you ever heard about StarCraft?
Yeah, I heard of it, but never played.
Okay. I think that I can show you a lot of very interesting games and and different Russian rock bands. Okay, so and we have
There could be.
only 45 seconds left. Okay, the short question, the short answer. Do you think aliens are more or less intelligent than us?
Could be both. There are like aliens more intelligent, less intelligent than us. That all depends on do aliens even exist.
Yeah, of course. But if they exist, what do you want them to be?
I want them to be more intelligent because as human race became more intelligent, there was less wars, less cruelty, and etc.
Okay, words of wisdom, words of wisdom. So, and that's
Thank
time
you.
to come back to our big room. See you there.
Welcome back. Unfortunately, Zoom does not allow to create new breakout rooms while you are there. So we have to gather here. So the second task is in the chat. Make sure that the link works. One of you will need to share the screen. Any questions?
Okay.
No, seems to be clear. Okay. Add room. Let's recreate this. Like that. Ready, steady, go. No, it didn't work. Oh, it worked.
Nice to meet you, Sergey.
Oh, it's magic meeting.
How are you?
I feel good, I feel hot, and I have very good impressions of my first Luciano's English meeting.
Oh, that sounds so. I'm so happy to hear that, and this is the good motivation to continue to make this type of events.
Yes, and my colleague could see that all conversation was on YouTube, so he does not want to add to this meeting, unfortunately.
Why?
I think it's psychology, not problem, but
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, I can tell you that I know that the biggest problem of most people that they shy to speak or interact with other people in English because they think that their level of English too low for that, or they shy to be like non-professional in English or non-confident in English, and I understand these patterns of behavior. And here I can say that I met a lot of people in my life who have no problems with English, so they have good knowledge for basic communication, but they don't want to use it because they feel fear to do that, and that's why they cannot move forward in their skills. And even my wife, she has this problem, and now I've decided to order for her not an English courses, but couple of sessions with the language coach to break that barriers, because my wife, she took different courses in some English schools, very good English schools, but she still thinks that her English is not so good. And I can tell you that I had the same problem. And if we are talking about general role of English in our life, it's that we want to be understandable for other people. Okay, I can tell you something like table, food, and morning, and you can understand according to these three words that I want to describe the breakfast. And I live in Serbia, and here sometimes I try to use my very, very low level of Serbian to interact with other people in the shop, everywhere. And I try to do that even that I do not know grammar very good. I do not know many words, and sometimes I use my mobile phone to use ChatGPT to translate Russian into Serbian, and I'm just reading an information from the screen of my mobile phone, and day by day, situation by situation, I improve my skills in Serbian. And so the goal for sorry for the long story, just I want to explain you my goal, why I decided to create this type of events, because I think that that can be a good instrument for people to reduce this fear of speaking, and to meet other people with different language skills and levels, and be involved into this speaking process. Because when you always try only to learn English with your books, with your, I don't know, teacher, video courses, etc., it's like you have your trainings a lot, but you never have your competition. You never try to use this important instrument in your life for interaction with other people. So that's it.
Yeah, you're right. It's like a platform italki. Maybe you heard about it.
Yeah.
And for example, my first teachers, I was afraid to talk with them. But after 13 teachers, it was very simple. Oh, one more teacher. Okay, let's try to talk with him. It's the first point. And the second, I had a fear of public discussion, but I decided to send my resume for frying. And in online on YouTube, I was fried.
Did you send it to Ivan Doronin?
No, it was I have forgotten a pink-haired girl from USA.
Okay. From USA. Okay. Very interesting.
No, she's Russian, but she lives in USA. But she and her colleague in Russian were talking about some resumes, and me too, about my resume too. It was a very difficult impression in me, maybe fears and so on, but I could not stop it, and I heard, and I think that was very good step to lose my fear.
Yeah. When you try to challenge yourself, it's always about losing your fear and understand that nothing fearful in real. And I remember that I think 2 months ago it was a IT conference here in Belgrade, Yandex Talks, and I remember that I went there with a very important goal for me. I wanted to get some interviews, and I remember my fear when I tried to get the interview with a speaker who spoke English, and I remember how nervous it was for me. But after I did it, now I understand that I can do whatever I want. And today, after a couple of hours, I will go to the performance of the band DDT with Yuri Shevchuk. And I've decided to write a letter for him. And last night I wrote the letter for him, and I have an envelope, and I want to put my letter in that envelope, and during the performance or after, I will wait for him and I will give my letter to him directly. I will try to do that. And that's not my first experience on that. I remember when I did the same with the comedian Danilo Poperechny. I remember that his performance was so heartwarming for me, and I watched that on YouTube, and I decided that I decided that I wanted to tell him to share my emotions with him, because for me, I understood that that was very important. And how could I do that? I didn't have any common friends or anybody else, and I decided that okay, I understood that I wanted to send him my emotions directly, so I need to wait until the next performance. I waited that. I bought the tickets near the scene and wrote my message, and I gave it to him. And then at the end of that message, I put my contacts, and I wrote Danila that if you come, Danila, please, if you come to these lines, I want you to send me any sign that you did it. And after a couple of days, I've got the message in my social network from Danila Poperechny. He sent me the photo how he was reading my letter, and that was magic emotions. And after that situation, I understood that our I can say that our famous people, our local or non-local superstars, they are much closer than we expect. And if you want to interact with this type of person, it doesn't matter who are you. Maybe you just local person, maybe you just, I don't know, just simple worker from the factory, but you still can write your letter on the piece of paper and put it in the envelope and come to the performance and and give it to your idol or this superstar. So that's why today I hope that it would be. I hope that I wouldn't have any problems with it.
It's interesting. And about a previous subject, the name of pink-haired girl was Anna Naumova. Maybe you heard about her.
Yeah, I know a couple of persons who provide this type of service, frying of resume, and I think that I understand what I'm talking about.
And also, it's really very interesting for me to meet you directly, so I can say you thank you for a pet project about computer vision.
Thank you. I as we discussing before, we need to conduct a big stream about that.
Yes, our team is agree about it, and yesterday we have met to continue our project to finish it, because now it works on Raspberry Pi, but we want to work it in VK Cloud, and I hope we will be success.
I'm absolutely sure that you will be success, and I can tell you that I thought about you and your pet project for many times for the last 3 or 4 months, because I want to invest a lot of resources with my business partner in this area with the pet project, because I understand that it can be very useful for people who has no real experience in programming. And I want to thank you for your efforts and that you answered to my call and published the offer for everyone that, hey guys, if you want to join to our pet project, please, we're waiting for you. And I told to my friends that within my community I have a very interesting and very nice team who works with this type of computer vision feature to plan the storage, to plan the warehouse storaging, etc., etc. And I hope then in recent future, okay, it's like late my wish to you, New Year wish. I want you to earn your first money because of your pet project since 2024. And you open your business in computer vision. Who knows?
That's very good idea, and that's very fine that your activities create another new activities from another people, and that's super cool.
Thank you so much. I hope that our big common future of our community will be useful and helpful for everyone. I can tell you that I found a couple of months ago I found a business partner, and we decided to create the big and serious IT. I can't say that it's just school. That's not a school. So we want to create the big IT movement, like a big religion of IT, and we are create the name of that. We are create the logo for that, and the name of this is ITism, and we want to implement different services there, like business clubs, clubs according to which you can find your help. You can provide your help to other people, or you can get you can ask for help for interview preparations, sharing experience, etc., etc. And our main mission, what do we want to propose to everyone all around the world? We want to propose this lifestyle when IT becomes the mandatory part of our life, like reading or writing. Just imagine that, okay, in a couple of dozens years, I think that it's absolutely uneventable. So that we will come to the times when in every family it will be normal if every member of the family has a knowledge in Python or Java and can write a program, write some code to script the microwave oven, for example, or I don't know, water system or something like that. And we want to help this time to come much earlier. And I think that's so of course that's a joke, but I think that if all people all around the world will buy our future courses, people will not have any time to make war because they will make homeworks.
I hope your ITism will bring sexism. No, from success.
Thank
Sexism.
you. Sexism, yeah, IT sexism and ITism. That's great. That's great. And of course, I will send some extra information. I will share it. No. Okay, I see that we changed. Oh wow! I thought that I will be in the common room. Okay, so
Yeah,
hello.
it was
how are you?
unexpectedly.
Yeah.
I'm great. I'm great. How are you?
Me too. And with the previous guests, we were discussing my future plans to create an IT religion. So, and who was your partner in your last task?
My last partner was Camille.
Ah, yeah. My previous partner. Okay, partner before previous partner was Camille. Camille, he's an administrator of our Discord server, and he's very, very, very nice guy.
I see. He shared with me with this information. Yes. I see. So nice to meet you. I think actually I encountered YouTube channel not a while ago, maybe 3 months ago. So, and thank you for these speaking clubs. It's very helpful.
Thank you to join, and we want to continue this activity, and I'm happy to see new subscribers, and the most important fact for me that you are active subscriber. I mean that you not just watching my videos, you join to our speaking clubs, and I promise that we will have more and more other activities for you because I think that it can be very helpful to find maybe a new job or a new opportunities or to meet new people. And could you please tell me a bit information about yourself, about your job, about your maybe city and country of accommodation?
Yeah, of course. I'm from Russia. Currently, I live in Moscow, but originally I'm from a small city, Kursk. My work hasn't got anything to do with IT yet. I am a locomotive driver, train driver.
Wow. It's a railway locomotive or a metro?
Yes, it's a railway.
Wow.
A railway locomotive. So I, drive people from one city to another. Yeah. But this work has got a lot of downsides, and so currently I'm learning Python. I'm really passionate about this language and about IT overall. So yeah, I have been learning it for 8 months.
Mm-hmm.
So now, before we started this activity, I learned Django ORM.
Uh-huh. Nice. Great. And do you have any specific courses for that, or you try to be self-educated for 100%?
So I decided that I would be able to save a lot of time if I got some courses.
Mhm.
So I bought access to one course. I can name it, or I
Yeah.
can just.
Please, if you want.
It's a Hexlet.
Uh-huh.
I think they provide me with fairly decent information, I would say.
I think very well. I have very good opinion about very positive opinion about Hexlet, and I remember that I wanted them to come to me and order an advertisement on my YouTube channel, and a couple of months ago they came, and I remember that I was so happy. And of course, I'm totally agree with you that that's worth it to become a Python developer. And I think that maybe you know my story, that before I became to software development, I was an engineer, and I see how IT industry can change life of everybody if you. I want to use the word serve to IT, but I think that the most important thing that you love IT. If you love IT, you can do a lot of things. And according to your profession, I think that you can find a very, very, very interesting job, even in railway companies, to automate railways mechanism, trains, etc., etc., etc. For example, for me, according to my current life, I'm trying to find maybe some ways for recent years how to come back to medicine, because medicine for me it's I loved it when I worked for it, and social value of your job, for me it's very important. And I know one guy, he interview with him you can find on my YouTube channel. His name was Armand Voskoboynikov, and he's one of top managers of Arrival Corporation, for which I worked 1 year ago. And according to his experience, so he told me a lot of interesting things about autopilocy, about other different things which can be implemented in our modern world to reduce, for example, the human factor of mistakes, or to increase the effectiveness of fuel consumption, etc., etc., etc. So, and of course, if you please, maybe after this language English speaking club, maybe we can share contacts to each other, because I have a lot of questions about railways, about trains.
It would be nice, of course.
Cool. And tell me please about your process of studying. Do you have maybe pet project, maybe something like that?
I have a pack of projects that from Huxley, but actually I don't have my own pet project. I started to think about something, practical. I have some ideas, but I haven't implemented it yet.
And I want you just to know, if you have some ideas for your pet project and you want to find the team for your pet project, you can go to our Discord server and you can post there some information. You can create there the page of your pet project, and you can ask people to join to your pet project. And before you, my partner was Sergey, and Sergey, he offered to our community to build. I try to show you even more. I want to open Discord and installing for updates. One moment. Do you have an access to Discord?
No, I think it will be difficult to get access from this laptop.
Okay. Let me show you. Do you see? Resume share. How I can do that? Whiteboard. I want to close whiteboard. Okay, and I want to share my screen. Discord. Okay.
I can.
Do you see my screen? Yes. Everything is okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Here we have the special area for pet projects, and if you want to create your own team, you can come here and you can create the new post, and you can describe what you want to create. You can mark it with some tags, and then people can ask different questions to you. And for example, the project which had been created by Sergey, pet automated stock taking with computer vision, and the main idea of their project, that they try to count how many products do they have on the shelves in the warehouse, and they created prototype, and as Sergey told me, they have the real system which works. And before we starting our dialogue with you, he told me that they have a lot of new features in that project. So I know nothing about computer vision, absolutely nothing, but it looks impressive. And I think that when you come to that, I mean, when you come to that moment that you want to create your own pet project, please feel free to post your idea here, because I think that you can find a lot of interesting people here who can help you to implement your project to make it reality. And of course, it's just my opinion. I think that the most interesting pet projects can be created according to the relevant experience of the person who tried to implement this project. I mean that if you are you work with trains, with railways, you understand the problems of your area, and you can provide some sort of even small project which can help other people to solve this problem. And I think that it can be more high motivated for you, it can be more useful for your area, and I think that it can be very good way to find your first job without shifting from your original company. So you was a pilot of train, you become developer for trains.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. You're right. And also thank you for reminder about this community, about community with pet projects. I heard you talking about this on Moscow Python podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it completely slipped my mind. So yeah, it's a real gem. Thank you.
Thank you. And I'm just reading the chat by one eye to understand that everything is correct with the stream. So we have some people who ask in the chat, what the hell? I think that some people they don't know about English clubs on our YouTube channel. So hey guys, welcome and join to our English club. So very good. And of course, if you have any questions in Python, you can send your questions to our community. I know that a lot of people, they use our Telegram chat to solve their problems, to ask people how to work with with the Fast API, with the Django. And I can tell you that for me, let me ask you, do you like Django?
So yeah, I find Django to be, I don't know, maybe elegant. So especially first I learned Flask.
Uh-huh.
So and Flask, it's a micro framework, and when you see Django, so I was impressed by Django to an extent. Yes, I like Django.
I can tell you that I can't say that I don't like Django. Just for me, it was very hard to start to learn it. I don't know why. Maybe because my first serious job in IT, it was DomClick company, and there was nothing in Django. It was other frameworks, and we tried to solve different tasks outstanding from Django functionality. That's why when I came along to Django, I found that, it looks so simple, but it looks so tricky at the same time, because you can see the big functionality that you can do a lot of things in Django, but sometimes you can find that you are limited by third parts which you integrate in Django. So for example, you need to integrate if you want to create authentication process in Django, if I'm not mistaken, you need to add some extra tool for that. If you want to use integration with the third parties, like for example, authorization via GitHub, you need to download a special tool for Django, and you can't. It would be so tricky to use the raw and high level tools and things, but maybe I'm mistaken. Just according to my career, I have 5 years of experience. By April, I will have had the 5 years of experience in IT, and I never worked with Django. All of my experience, it was Fast API, Scenic, IO, HTTP. No, but that's not bad. That's not good. Just it's different worlds. But I know that if you know Django very good, you can do a lot of magic things, a lot of complex websites with a complex logic. And you can work on freelance. Maybe now it's a bit complicated to work on freelance without experience, but anyway, it's a very, very good tool. And of course, if you decide to learn Fast API, you can watch my videos.
Of course. So, what do you have your favorite framework?
I think that now my favorite framework is a Fast API because I know it. Maybe if I know Python, I will. Maybe if I knew Python, I would have loved it. But I can't consider myself as the person who knows Django. Maybe I underestimated myself. And frankly, I can tell you that I want to study Golang. And after our English club with my with my sponsors on Boosty, we will try to read some books about Golang, because I understand that maybe I'm mistaken, but I think that if I don't know Golang, I will not be competitive person in a couple of years. So because a lot of companies, big companies, for example, Avito, Yandex, that's very often situation then that they want to get you as a Python developer and try to reteach you in Golang. And I think that after a couple of years, we will have this type of situation that we will have more and more vacancies in Golang, not in Python. So that's why I think that we need to run faster and faster.
Yeah, so I agree. According to some smart people, Golang is going to take a big part on this market, on IT field.
Yes, and I can tell you that I have another one smart guy told me that, okay, we know the situation about Golang. We know everything about that it's very popular language and a lot of people, they will have to work with it. But he thinks that the future after Golang, it will be Rust. And he told me that it would be the great idea to get some knowledge in Rust to prepare for the very future. But Rust much more complex. I heard that it's more complex than Python and Golang. And Rust has... I don't know. I never seen Rust, but I heard that it's more complex with understanding. And if you know Rust, that means that you pass the stupidity exam. That you are not a stupid person. You know Rust. That means that you're a very intelligent person.
Yeah. So I also heard that Rust is much faster than Python, for example.
Yeah, me too. So, and we have only 10 seconds left. So that was a pleasure for me to have a conversation with you. Let's continue that maybe in Telegram, and let's share our contacts to each other after this session. Okay, nice.
Thank you.
See you.
So, and as
Everyone is getting back. Is everyone here? Seems that yes. Okay, couple of questions. Question number 1. I tested the voice function in the broadcasting. Did you hear my voice?
Yes.
Yes. Is it better than the visual message, the text message?
Could you please explain what do you mean? So that your voice is better than reading your messages in your in the chat?
I mean, when you're in the breakout room and you're having a conversation, I need to inform you that there is 1, 2, or 3 minutes
Okay.
to finish the thing. Is it better to do it via text message that I broadcast or via voice message?
For me, the
It doesn't
text is
matter.
okay. Okay.
Doesn't matter. Okay, feel free to unmute and kind of contribute to the conversation. Excellent rooms. Yeah, so everyone liked the rooms. Good. I have the second thing. I have some idea. So today we had some participants who struggle a little bit more with the language. Let's put it this way. So probably we could name them listeners and add them as the third person in the breakout room, meaning that when they are tired, they can keep silent. When they lose track of the conversation, they keep silent. But when they feel that they can answer the question, or ask the question, or do something, they do that. In this way, it will be better because we will not slip into Russian or, be in an awkward situation when you ask the question and you do not get the answer, or you just do not know what's happening around you. So what do you think? Would it be okay?
Let's
Good,
Be good for
bad,
beginners, I
okay.
think.
Uh-huh. Kirill has some thoughts.
Yeah, I was just trying to formulate a thought. Probably as a beginner, I wouldn't really. I think I wouldn't enjoy just sitting in a room. It can be quite hard for the third person to engage between two people having a conversation.
Oh, it
maybe
would require some kind of understanding and empathy from those two.
Yeah.
I see. So do you have a better idea?
What if we create a room for those for people on the same
And let
level?
them be there.
No, if you think
the
that
wrong
this is a
company.
problem, this is a
I see. Okay. I will think about that. Ivan, you wanted to add something.
Yeah, I think the key to all this can be just to tell them that it's okay if they tired to say, okay, I have a break for one question or so on. Just to tell them at start that this is okay and you can take a break and no one will say that this is a problem. So just tell them about this opportunity and I think it will be more smoother for them after this, I guess.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll continue thinking about that. Probably we will test it out to see how it works. Camille, you also have some idea?
So I have an idea that some people, well, struggling with English could use some help of someone good at English. So they could ask something in Russian or just give some ideas about what they're trying to say, and the advanced English user could explain it or help it.
It's like, how interested would the more advanced one be? So that's the thing. They kind of, the beginner would benefit from that. Would the more advanced one benefit from that? So that's a matter of balance.
I think that with Camille we
Okay.
can make some extra service for people who enjoy the nightmare level of English and watch a couple of strange videos from the internet, such as bodycams videos from the, I don't know, YouTube channels with the cops or catfishing videos, etc., etc. So it can be some extra activity for people who wants more.
Yes. Yes, exactly. Extra activity. Okay, the next thing. We have 3 activities. Questions, asking questions, like creating questions, and discussing a picture. Which of them did you like best? Put into the chat the number 1, 2, or 3. Just a set of questions, the task where you needed to make up a question, or the task where you had a picture, some visual thing. And now number 3 is top one. Okay, I see. We were just talking off topic all the time, so you did not need any kind of tasks. I see. So you need the people. You don't need the tasks. I see. So number 1 and number 3 seem to be equally popular. No one liked making questions. Okay, weird. Okay. One word to describe something that you liked in today's session. People, atmosphere, activity, dynamics, speed, level of English, anything. One word that you liked. Please, everyone. I see only one person there, one word. I need more words. More words. Okay. Good. One thing that you did not like. Maybe we need improvement in this area. Maybe just not something that you generally like. Something that was not so good. So we have switched to not so good. That's it? There was nothing that you did not like? A little bit of self-criticism. Outside factors. Too short. So we need 15 hours. Okay, good. Fantastic. So you like the topics. Some voice interruptions. What kind of voice interruptions? Is it about the quality of the connection or what? Sergey, what do you mean by voice interruptions? My voice message?
I mean internet connection, and sometimes
Okay.
voice could deeply became,
It irritates. Oh, it's so annoying when you have an interesting conversation and then it's like buck becomes chopped and then After party. Okay. Camille is always for after parties. Rare meetings, like every day, 12 hours a day. I see. And of course, you know the best way to say thank you, which is in some currency, you know, dollars, euros. I prefer those ones. Euros probably even better. Okay, good. So I think that's all from my side. Nikolai, would you like to add something? Highlights?
Yes, of course. Today it was an impressive again. I feel a lot of emotions at the end of our meetings, and I can say that the time just flew by more than 1 hour, like one moment. And I'm really appreciate to all of you to come, and we will do more and more sessions and activities in English with Olga, with Camille, and if you wanna help us to develop and to provide this type of services, to help us to pay for the Zoom subscription, in which helps us to divide audience into pieces. We will be so glad to see even a little tiny donation with a link, by the link which Olga sends. And thank you very much to everyone. I think that the new meetings will be announced soon. Yes, Ola, we want to continue. Yes, sure.
Yep, January, Wednesdays, 6 p.m. if you happen to be in the same time zone. If not, check your time zone is.
And of course, you can send your opinion and your feedback about our meeting under the post which you can find in Telegram announcement group. I think that all of you joined to that. So for us, it's very important to know what we can to improve and how we can help you with your level of English. So that's it.
For now, we're a small group, so your contribution, your input will be very, very welcome and will be met with great attention. So it's a real chance to change something in the way we are doing things. Have a great evening, night, week, and see you next week. Oh, I see some hearts.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. See you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. See you.
Thank you so much.
Bye bye.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.